Hi, welcome back to another tip of the week. This week we're talking about a very important topic, and what that is prioritizing. Prioritizing is very, very important because a lot of things come up in our daily lives. There's always something that gets in the way of an activity or gets in the way of something we have to do, and there's always things that seem to come up if we're not organized and if we don't prioritize. To give you an example, it's never a good time. I hear that a lot. It's never a good time to retire. It's never a good time to start a diet. It's not a good time to start exercising. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next Monday. This isn't the type of thought process that gets you to succeed. What you need to do is make your list, make yourself a priority list, and find out what's most important to you. Once you start doing this, then and only then will you start to see the end and the outcome finally starting to come into the direction where you want it to be. So what do I recommend? Write it down. Write everything down. This was great advice given to me by the person who invented and started the Pro Adjuster, which is Dr. Maurice Piscitano. It sounds very simple, it sounds baby, but what you really need to do is write it down. Write everything down. Keep a pen and pad next to your bed. When you're having trouble falling asleep at night or when you're thinking about things and your mind's racing, write that stuff down. Normally your best thoughts come when you're not actually focusing on what you're trying to think about. So always keep a pen and paper by you. Now, after you have all these things written down, what do you need to do? Make lists. And what you want to do is make lists of everything that needs to be done. It doesn't have to be in a priority order. It doesn't have to be in any specific order. Just write everything down. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to have a master list. What are the most important things you need to be done? So make a list of the top 10, 15, 20 things that you want to get done. And set a timeline for all of them. Whether it's a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year, whatever it is, make your list. Then on a separate sheet of paper, what you're going to do is make your do-it list. And actually write that on there. It's the do-it list. And on that list, you're only going to put 3 to 5 things on there. And why are 3 to 5 things important? Think about the last time that you had a list that you had to do. Whether it was your honey-do list or whatever, it was your grocery shopping list. The more things you put on that list, the more overwhelming it becomes. So what you want to do is keep it simple. So 3 to 5 things, and make the most important things on your sheet. Number them 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And start at the bottom, which is your number one priority. And keep going down the list and take your priorities one by one and do the most important things first. It's always easy to start at the easiest thing and cross it off the list, but if that's not your number one priority, then that shouldn't be the first thing you do. So go down the list, go step by step, and get everything done. Now for the next thing that needs to be a main priority. This Saturday, which is going to be the 18th of July, at 10 a.m. we're having our next cheat meal. It's going to be at Golden Corral on US 19 across the street from Gulfy Square Mall. We're going to have some exciting things, be a good chance for everybody to meet each other, talk about your success that you've had with SLIMfit, and all the other questions that you might have. So it's 10 a.m. at Golden Corral this Saturday morning. We'll see you there. Any questions in the meantime, please call us at 727-851-SLIM or go to the website at www.slimfitdiet.com, and we'll see you next week for the next tip of the week.